gonna be? Who's it gonna be? Oh yeah, there's my bitch.
Remember, the ball must travel 10 yards. It's loose. Mud Dogs football.
Well, good morning, everybody. Good morning. Happy Hump Day, Wednesday. One day away. Game Time Brian here. Yes, Game Time Brian for 2 more days, otherwise known as the mailman's coming back. Yes, the mailman will be back on Friday just in time for the rain. So lucky me. Friday and Saturday, they're looking at rain here. That's like giving me a sign. Don't come back. Don't come back. No, I'm coming back. I'm not leaving. Yeah, I'll be back Friday, Saturday, and then back on Monday. But yes, there we go, people. Tomorrow night. First things first, I just want to apologize to my guy, Primetime Phil. Yes, Primetime. Hopefully he's joining me tonight. Your Florida State Seminoles not looking good, brother. Apologize, man. I know it sucks to lose your first 2 out of the gate. So my bad, Prime. My bad. It is what it is, man. Hopefully they can pick it up for you. But all that talk about their defense being better than ones last year, maybe not so much. People realize all the talent Florida State lost. Trey Benson, Keon Coleman, right? Braden Fisk. I mean, it goes on and on. But anyway, circling back, Vinny. Circling back. We got our live stream tonight. Our channel member Zoom call. That'll be at 8 o'clock tonight. So to come one, to come all. If you want to be a channel member, if you go on my homepage, the join button, we do a lot of Zoom calls. So we got a Zoom call tonight. So yeah, just click that link. And if there's no join button right below my name where it says Dallas Cowboy fan living in enemy territory, you'll see a link there. That's the link you want. So anyway, be that as it may, let's get into the video. Just wanted to talk about the Cowboys and where we stand. Still no news on the Dak Prescott deal other than Dallas wants a long-term deal, a short-term deal, where Dak wants a long-term deal. Again, yet another sign that they're not 100% sold on him. If they were really worried about money, you wouldn't want a long-term deal with more guarantees. I think it's more about the player and not being locked into the player. At this point, you have to deal with contracts in the now. The unknown, you don't know if you can get Shedeur Sanders or any other quarterback. You don't know that. So I'm on board with re-signing Dak. And see, Dak holds all the cards. The contract has to be suitable for Dak, not necessarily money-wise, but years, guarantee, no trades. I'm not giving Dak a no trade, but there is compromises there. I don't know what Jerry Jones is doing or not doing. I don't know the details, so I don't really want to go too deep into the Dak talks. What we do know is no deal yet. You see the real contenders out there getting their guys signed. Trent Williams is in the fold with a lot of new money added in. Like, I'd have to go back and look. Let me see. New money for Trent Williams. Let me just look it up here. Let's see. Trent Williams ends hold that finalizes reworked 3-year, $82.6 million. So, let's see. 49ers and Williams finalized a reworked 3-year deal worth 82.6. His agency announced that includes $48 million fully guaranteed at signing. Wow. Bang. And $25.6 million signing bonus, giving him $103 million in guarantees since joining the Niners. He's still making up for the holdout in Washington. Williams will make $27.6 million in 2024, the most cash for any lineman in the first year of a contract, according to his agency. So Ayuk in, they restructured Debo, Trent Williams. The real team, the teams that really are serious about winning and contending are doing what they have to do. Now, mind you, Trent Williams is a 36-year-old guy. Let's see exactly. Let me see how old he is. Trent Williams is 36 years old. Wow. July. So he just turned 36 in July. That's a lot of money for a 36-year-older. Yet the Niners are pushing all the chips in. So I would just say, anybody that's worried about signing a 31-year-old quarterback for 4 years, it makes no sense to me. Structure it in a way where you can spread the money out that will not hamper you from going out and drafting a quarterback. You still have Trey Lance. This team is discombobulated. These Cowboy fans crack me up. If you're all the guys that are sticking up for Jerry Jones in the front office, okay? He went out and gave up a 4th-round draft pick for Trey Lance. So he's your quarterback of the future. So now you want another quarterback of the future? Okay. Then you're saying that Trey Lance is not the guy. That was your front office giving away a draft picks that nobody else wanted to give away. So much so that the Niners traded with the Cowboys. They were not afraid of trading Trey Lance to the Cowboys. You would have thought they would have been leery. No, take them. Yeah, we gave more than anybody else. So my question to the people who want us to go out and draft, and what are you doing with Trey Lance? So are you telling me that Trey Lance is the failure? Is he a failure? I'm not willing to say that. You re-signed Dak. You have Trey Lance. You re-signed Trey Lance. If something were to happen where the wheels fall off, people get hurt, then you get a top 5 pick. You go out and get your quarterback of the future, which is why you can't give Dak a no trade. Sorry, Dak, we can't do it. We'll give you a list of teams. That's fair. There are ways to get it done. You may have to pay more to get him not to do the no trade. That's how it works. He's this close to free agency. It's not going to get any cheaper after the year. But I want to hear from the people who want to go get Shador. So you're the same people that are saying you love Trey. So what are you doing with Trey? I need you guys don't have any answers for me. I just keep hearing, go get Shador. Okay, well, if he's the number 1 pick in the draft, you got to give up 3-4 number 1 picks. He ain't all that. Let's slow it down. No quarterback is worth that unless, I don't know, maybe Tom Brady or Patrick Mahomes. Everybody else, not named Brady or Mahomes, is not worth that. And they weren't drafted that high. So it's very, very confusing. But I'm going to share my screen here. We're going to get to, I'm not going to play any video today, but we are going to first talk about jersey number switches. Yes, jersey number switches. Let's see here. Let's switch my camera. Where you at? There you are. There's my bitch. Where's my bitch? Anyway, Kalen Carson, Carl Lawson among Cowboys jersey number changes for 2024. Carson, we know, is going to 21. It's official. Week 1 for the 2024 NFL season not only means the Dallas Cowboys are beginning to finalize their preparation for the Cleveland Browns, but also that the team's roster is mostly final, and jersey numbers have been assigned to all 53 players as well as the 17 guys on the practice squad. Kalen Carson will be wearing 21. It's no secret that the number was made legendary by Hall of Fame defensive back Deion Sanders. Yeah. It's a lot. They don't care, man. When they like somebody, they want to just anoint. Let's see. Carson isn't the only one wearing a memorable number. Safety Amani Johnson wearing Tony Dorsett's former number. Okay, it's 33. I like the fact that they're not giving a running back 33. That would be blasphemous. Yeah, good. He's leaving 18. Thank God. I like that a lot better. So Damone, oh, that's Amani. Oh, Damone's going to 18. I got you. Damone was 33. He's going 18. Lawson will put on the number 55. Okay. Leighton Vander Esch's former number. Okay. There are a total of 10 number changes to begin the Cowboys season. And with that now in the rear view, Cleveland and the Browns await. Yes, this weekend, baby. So Kalen Carson, Oruwariye, Amani Johnson, Nick Vigil, 41. Okay. Darius Harris, Carl Lawson. Flournoy's going to 80. Princeton Fant, 85. I don't care for that. Brevin Spanford, I like it. Hendershot's old number. Phil Hoskins, defensive end, 96. All right. So we got that out of the way. There are your number changes for the Cowboys. Next thing I want to touch on is the unofficial depth chart. Yes. Official, unofficial depth chart. So let's look at that. Dak Prescott, this is your offense. But I was already told that this is already bogus, that Rico Dowdle is going to be your RB1. Everybody knows that. But in starters doesn't mean you play the most. Dak, Zeke, Lamb, Brooks, Tolbert, Jake Ferguson, Guyton, Tyler Smith, Cooper Beebe, baby, Zach Martin, and Terrence Steele. That's impressive. The fact that Cooper Beebe beat out Brock Hoffman tells you the ascent that this guy made just in a short time, because you do not want a guy starting if he can't snap the ball without creating a turnover. Watch out for that, especially against a team like Cleveland. Let's hope that he could settle down, and settle in. So, but he seems like a level-headed dude. On defense, you got DeMarcus Lawrence, Micah Parsons, Mozzie Smith. So it'll be Mozzie and Osa. Linebacker Damone Clark, Eric Kendricks, Maris Leafau. Trayvon Diggs, Kalen Carson, Jordan Lewis, Donovan Wilson, Malik Hooker. So they're not starting Overshown, even though we know Overshown's going to be in a lot. He's going to be in a lot. That's not official. Overshown will be in the starting lineup. So this Cowboy website is bogus. But listen, Leafau is definitely going to play a lot. As expected, the starters on special teams, Aubrey, Anger, and Trent Sieg. Among the highlights to the depth units of each group, Rico Dowdle will back up Elliott at the running back. Jordan Phillips and Linval Joseph will back up Osa Odigizua and Mozzie Smith in the interior of the line. With the quarterback position reeling for depth in the absence of Deron Bland. at least the first 4 weeks of the season. Andrew Booth and C.J. Goodwin are listed as backups at the outside corner, with Mukwamu backing up Lewis in the slot. I love that. So Mukwamu, safety, corner. Mukwamu's here to stay for now. Look, we saw him play corner in the playoff game at Tampa, and he was like the missing link. He was like, he hadn't played much all year, but good move. After a competition for the backup quarterback job, did not shift any thinking. It'll be Dak, Cooper Rush, and Trey Lance. As a reminder, with the depth chart being unofficial, changes could happen before Sunday's opener. Yeah, we've already heard that Rico is going to be RB1. So, and expect Overshown obviously to play. He's coming back from the ACL, so they're going to let him rip. Now he's got that hit pointer, so we'll see. He does have that hit pointer. So that's the one thing that we'd have to be cognizant of as far as that's concerned. Let's see here. I wanted to play this. Interview. A guy who
About your excitement of,
they are really counting on him big time to progress from where he was last year, and that is none other than Jake Ferguson. Jake Ferguson exploded onto the scene last year. First year was so-so. We were worried about Dalton Schultz. He blew Dalton Schultz numbers out of the water as a Cowboy. Dalton had a good year in Houston, but this finally was able to make you relax and say, okay, we didn't kill ourselves by letting Dalton Schultz walk. So that being said, let's listen into Jake Ferguson on the eve of him being on the scene and everybody knowing Jake Ferguson is the man. Let's see.
Yeah, I mean, excitement's real. You always get that feeling, right when the season ends. Oh, okay, it's kind of, a little breath of fresh air. And that happens for about a week, and then you're like, okay, I miss it. Your body starts getting back, and then, you get to OTAs, you get to camp, and then you're like, all right, I'm ready. And 1 week out, it's all I'm thinking about. So, I mean, excited is an understatement.
I know you're a confident guy, but with the season that you had last year, is there more confidence going into this season for you?
I think some yes, some no. I know there's a tremendous amount of work to be done. There's a lot of work that I need to do, a lot of things that I need to get better at, a lot of things that I need to get more consistent at. And, that work doesn't stop, or that work doesn't, get shoved under the rug by any means. That's what I got to do. That's what I got to do to help this team win. And I think yes and no, but I know there's still a lot of work to be done.
Consistency is usually something that people say kind of gets that good to great kind of jump. How do you go about trying to build consistency?
It comes through reps. It comes through what I'm doing every day out here. Also comes with what I'm doing off the field. Taking care of my body, eating the right stuff. Throwing with Dak, maybe if there isn't something we didn't hit, I'm texting him and we're talking about it. He'll send me clips of tape. Hey, watch this. I like what you did here. Maybe we'll switch it up. Maybe we'll go hit it in routes later on. And, just being clean on everything, coming in each day and knowing my job, knowing my role, knowing what plays we got to do, so I can go out there and just, kind of just play called happens. All right, I can just go play and not having to think about anything else. And I think that's where the consistency comes, and then also just, the work that you're putting in the time that you get.
Talk about the chemistry and the trust that Dak does have in you.
Yeah, I mean, you'd have to ask him, but I think the chemistry's there, doing all this work in the off season, him taking us all out to Oregon, I think that was huge, and, not a lot of QBs do that. And so blessed to have a quarterback to be able to do that and to, not only make it about football, but make it about the guys, make it about learning about each other off the field as well. And I think when you do that, you take that next step in, becoming that really good team, that team that's closer than all the other ones.
So like we were asked this earlier, but opening in Cleveland, dog pound, hostile environment and everything, and then you got a couple of rookies along the O-line. I mean, they didn't get that kind of volume in preseason to kind of practice and stuff. So how important is the communication and just execute assignment?
His grandfather was Barry Alvarez.
For the young guys, it's definitely going to be fun. I think they they get their experience, and we're out here at practice cranking the fake crowd noise, and I think that helps a little bit. But like you said, there's nothing like going in there and then hostile environment. I mean, whenever we're playing away, it's always a hostile environment. So
Jim Schwartz's defense kind of a reputation of being what they are, right? A lot of pressure and stuff like that. How is the reputation of Jim Schwartz's defense kind of compared to what you guys have already seen on film?
Jim Schwartz plays
for sure,
a wide
definitely.
nine, tough,
watching
tough,
film,
tough,
I think
defense.
Two great edge pieces, but I also think their linebackers. I think they're pretty fast flow. They're pretty downhill backers, and just got to keep looking at film, keep understanding what they're trying to do, understand what we're trying to do, and putting it all together throughout the week.
Jake, what does game one mean for you? Is it excitement, nervousness, or how do you approach it?
My old basketball coach used to say, you're only nervous if you don't know what you're doing. It's more anxious, it's more excited, it's more, you want to get out there. And I think that's where I'm at right now, haven't quite finished the prep this week. That starts, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And I think I'm excited. I'm ready to play ball. Week one's week one, 1 week at a time. Starts with this one.
When does that kind of go away for you? Is it you have to get hit in the game, or does it have to be once the game starts, or when does it go away?
I don't think it really goes away. I try not to be complacent. I try not to be like, oh, this is just every other day. It's a blessing to be here. It's a blessing to wear this uniform, to play in this league, and I take every day like it's my last, every rep like it's my last, and I want to keep doing this as long as I can. So I don't think I ever really get comfortable. That's not what I'm trying to do. Thank you.
You sound like a little Allen Iverson right there.
By that point.
Man,
A little Birds 365. But yeah, so again, unofficial depth chart. Expect Rico Dowdle to get the majority. He's going to be RB1. I like our running back room. I wish we had that young guy, and we do have Deuce Vaughn. So Mark Hutchinson, until we see Deuce Vaughn, I don't think it's fair to hammer Deuce Vaughn. Last year, no, we didn't run the ball well. Okay, the years of having RB1 where you have that staple. I love my running backs. I got authentic, Herschel Walker jersey, authentic Emmitt Smith, replica Tony Dorsett. I'm a running back guy. I love running backs, but those days are gone. Now you have a running back by committee. Why? Because it's such a physical position that you don't want to have to rely on one guy. Yeah, it's good. You need that guy when you get a lead that can get you 3 yards a pop, 4 yards a pop. And that's where I think we are with Zeke Elliott. I liked Royce Freeman. I would have been fine with him, so it didn't matter to me. Either one of them. But they brought back Zeke, so that's fine. We got Hunter Lepke. Everybody's sleeping on Hunter Lepke. We'll see here. It's going to be interesting because if anybody watched my schedule prediction video, I have us losing at Cleveland. I was just trying to keep it 100, looking kind of on the outside, looking at the season as a whole, ebb and flow. Week one, against that defense might be too much for us. Will we be able to run the ball? If not, then I don't see how we're going to be able to win the game. I mean, we could always just throw it. It's warm. Thank God we're playing Cleveland now. It's going to be beautiful. I'd have to look at the weather, but we'll see about rain, but it's not going to be cold. The mistake by the lake, as they call it, for the baseball team back in the day, it is definitely a cold environment to play in December, but we're playing them the best possible time of year. So no excuses. I don't know if I'm going to pick them to lose when it comes to this week. I know it's hard for people to understand that I projected them to lose record-wise when I was doing my W's and L's. So I don't know. We'll see. I'll probably pick the Browns just to keep it real. But I kind of think we're going to win the game. But that's a lot of me hoping and wishing. That's what I was telling like some of my Eagle fans, they're hoping and wishing as well. What you did do is go out and get a bunch of talent on offense. Jahan Dotson, Saquon Barkley, that's great. I mean, it is. You got a new offensive coordinator. We'll see how that's going to work. We'll see how that's going to work. It's not a given. If it was a given, you wouldn't play the game. They got to play the games. Defense is going to be even more interesting. But I'm looking forward to it. Again, it's going to be a fun year. Hopefully everybody stays healthy and we can get out of here. Everybody, all teams. I mean, we're going to suffer injuries, but especially in my division, I don't want these teams to get, suffer any injuries. I want to play everybody at full strength. So, there's no excuses. But all right, everybody, I want to cut this video off here. There it is. Just a quick glance at the depth chart, some number changes, and Jake Ferguson ready to go for week 1. I think this is a big year. If he wants a big contract, I think he's a guy who's going to maybe get that contract a little early, maybe save a little, and show them, the love after the season. But all right, everybody, I'll talk to you. Expect more stuff today. Plus, we got the live stream tonight with the channel member Zoom call. We'll touch on the next 2 games tonight at 8 o'clock. We'll touch on the game tomorrow, Ravens at Chiefs, and we'll definitely predict the Eagles game at Green Bay, and we'll chop it up. So, all right, everybody, late. I'll talk to everybody.